7 years after their picture-perfect royal wedding at St. George's Chapel, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry find themselves at a turning point, not in their marriage, but in their careers. In the beginning, they were a team. From stepping down as senior royals during the now infamous Megxit, to launching joint ventures like the Archewell Foundation and a multi-million-pound Netflix deal, the Sussexes seemed inseparable both in life and in business. But as they mark their 7th wedding anniversary, the dynamic duo appears to be going solo. Royal insiders call it the 7-year itch, not in love, but in ambition. Meghan, it seems, is speeding toward billionaire territory, while Harry is drifting towards something entirely different, a quiet life of philanthropy. So what changed? Let's start with Meghan. The Duchess has been hard at work creating her own empire, from investing in sustainable brands like Cleaver Blends and Highbrow Hippie to launching her luxury lifestyle venture as Ever, formerly American Riviera Orchard. Meghan is building a business empire that touches everything from vegan lattes to 20-pound jars of honey. In 2023, she hosted the podcast Archetypes, interviewing A-listers like Serena Williams and Paris Hilton, under their Spotify deal. But despite the buzz, Spotify parted ways with the Sussexes in 2023, citing not enough content to justify the reported £18 million deal. Meghan was the sole host of that project. Harry didn't appear. Her most recent venture, a new podcast, Confessions of a Female Founder, and a lifestyle series called With Love, Meghan, where she shares recipes, DIY tips, and personal reflections with celebrity guests. Again, Harry was largely absent, showing up only briefly in one episode. Critics say Meghan's push for personal branding is both ambitious and risky. Royal expert Richard Fitzwilliams describes her as ruthless, a word that keeps resurfacing, and says she wants to be a billionaire A-lister. But he warns that her popularity, especially in the US, is fading. Allegations of bullying, which Meghan strongly denies, and accusations of being self-obsessed have reportedly hurt her public image. And let's not forget the mixed reviews of her children's book, The Bench. Meanwhile, Harry seems to be steering in the opposite direction. He remains committed to the causes closest to his heart, the Invictus Games, the Halo Trust, and his environmental initiative, Travelist. He also recently became global ambassador for Scotty's Little Soldiers, a charity supporting children who lost parents in military service. When he's around these causes, observers say the old Harry, the fun, charming prince the public loved, seems to come back to life. But not all of Harry's solo steps have been successful. His memoir Spare caused shockwaves across the UK and beyond, filled with emotional confessions and bombshells about the royal family. His angry post-court interview with the BBC after losing his security case also left many puzzled. Still, Harry remains more emotionally driven, less commercially aggressive than Meghan, and that's where the rift is becoming visible. Fitzwilliams argues that Harry is now the spare, in more ways than one, even in his own marriage. When it comes to their Netflix deal, the contrast continues. Their 2022 docuseries Harry and Meghan broke records for Netflix, but reviews were mixed. They also co-produced The Heart of Invictus, a documentary following the games, though Meghan didn't have a producer role in that one. And in the latest polo-themed docuseries, both were listed as executive producers. But sources say Meghan is no longer involved in new projects with Harry, not even appearing in the next season of her own lifestyle series. Notably, the couple's children will not be part of it either. So where does this leave them? On paper, they're still a power couple. But in reality, the brand Sussex is now two very separate brands, Meghan the mogul and Harry the humanitarian. And for all of Meghan's hustle, critics have pointed out something biting. With all the projects, all the press, and all the plans, the only real step forward in her quest to become a billionaire may still be marrying a prince. What do you think about Meghan's solo career and Harry's quieter path? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We're reading all of them. And don't forget to like and subscribe to Royal Recap, your go-to source for the real stories behind royal headlines.